guess I don't look that bad. Need of a haircut. All right, so all right, so I'm watching this TV show called Living with Yourself with God, I forget the guy's name, but the main character gets cloned, and they realize that they kind of have to share lives, and the original guy was married to his soulmate, and when the clone got cloned, he wanted the soulmate too, and the show's interesting. It shows different aspects. Both like it's almost like one episode is one character, like the original, and the next episode is the clone. The last episode I just watched was was from the point of view of the original's wife, and it was interesting to see how the original was just being kind of crappy, and the clone was a lot better. That's the idea of the show. The idea that the clones are better than the original. Um, and it just kind of shows what she had to go through. It wasn't that he was abusive. It wasn't that. It wasn't that he like beat her or insulted her or anything like that. I don't know. It just wasn't. I don't know. But it got me thinking on my past relationships. First, it had me kind of go like because I saw the love that the clone had for I guess his wife. Well, the original's wife, but it was just genuine. It was real, and so was the originals. It just he just lost that spark, you know. And it made me think about the only real deep relationship, the deepest relationship I ever had was with Xavier's mom. So my brain just kind of went back on that, and then how that all fell apart. How I wasn't even really aware of when it fell apart exactly. And then I started thinking about Danny, the fact that in less than 2 weeks she already found somebody else. Like I must have been just that easy. And she goes, "Oh, I've known him for years." And in my mind now, that's exactly more or less how Xavier's mom puts how she got with AJ. Oh God, it's still hard to say his name. And I'm trying not to cuss. Let's go before that. Caitlin was 2 weeks. I was I was her type, but then I came over like maybe once every 3 4 days just to hang out, and she's like, "Yeah, that's too much," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." Before that was let's see, Jen, and Jen was just a disappearing act, like a constant disappearing act. I talked about Stephanie already, so you know how that actually goes. Lacey, that was it started out decently well, and then she dumped me because her family's racist. Yeah. Who else did I even date? I don't really date people. Like I don't sleep around either. But it's just I usually don't have time. I usually don't even know people like me. But like I was just thinking today that maybe the problem isn't like all them. Like a lot of people are saying were saying that um just that my exes like it wasn't them. It wasn't me. It was them. I was a good boyfriend and everything else like that. But like even with Danny, her friends were like, "Oh yeah, Nick's controlling, Nick's manipulative. He's a narcissist." Um, and a slew of other things. And I'm like, "That's not me. That's not who I am. That's not who I want to be." I'm not gonna make excuses for things that I'm not. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that's not me." But I made an effort to not be that way. After finding out, I'm like, "Oh, is that how people see me?" Okay, well, that's not how I want to be seen. So I'll try even harder not to do that. And my mind is thinking that maybe maybe the problem is me. You know, maybe I am the problem. I think in my hard video I talked about an old friend that messaged me. And this old friend um was like, yeah, I really started sad about the way things went down. And it was forever ago. I barely remembered it. And my brother helped me remember it by saying, like, yo, yeah, she was talking to like other guys that night or whatever. And it was just a bad reaction kind of thing. Not violence or anything, just like, oh, okay, get out, whatever. Like, if you want to be here, then be here. If you don't want to be here, then don't be here. I barely remember that. But then again, I don't remember being like a complete jackass to Princess or Amber. What I'm trying to say is that maybe I am the problem because like I'm a jackass and I don't know it, or maybe I am just that much of a nightmare to date or be around, and it's one of those things like I don't even know it, and everybody else says, "Oh yeah, Nick, you're good, you're good, you're generous, you're caring, you're loving, you do everything that you're supposed to, and then some." And then it's like, and then I get replaced in like less than 2 weeks, and the excuse is like, "Oh yeah, I've known him for forever." I'm like, "You've never mentioned this guy once, not once." Or I was dumb enough to believe that, oh, he's like a brother to me, actually meant that, or that you know that you're gonna come and watch him, like go to a movie theater with me, even though the past 3 times you ghosted. Stupid me. What it is me being stupid and believing in people. I don't know. I was trying to talk to Sue about it, and for some reason, waterfalls. And then as quickly as it came, it just stopped. I just got mad at myself, like, what the fuck? Excuse me. Sue says I make bad decisions on women. And when you look at the track record, it's kind of hard to disagree on that. So if I made a good choice, then I wouldn't be looking for anybody else, right? But no. No, I honestly don't think it's that I make bad decisions on women. Like, not all the time anyway. I honestly just think that maybe I just drive them crazy. Maybe I just drive them away. Maybe I am just too much. Maybe. Too much dead air for this conversation, so I'm gonna let you guys go.